This is war. This isn't some friendly academic discussion. This is about the very foundation of truth, the battle for your soul. You see, evolution isn't just a scientific theory, it's a religious ideology, a worldview that opposes the living God at every turn. It's the devil's deception, a lie whispered to steal your hope and your eternity. But there's good news. Truth is active, alive, and sharper than any two-edged sword. And today, by God's grace, we wield it. We're going to tear down the flimsy facade of evolution and reveal the unshakable truth of God's word. We'll expose the flawed logic, the blind faith, and the desperate attempts to explain away the Creator. This isn't about winning an argument, it's about rescuing people from a lie. Get ready to see the world through new eyes, eyes opened by the truth of God's word. This is more than a video, it's a call to arms. Will you stand with us? Evolution asks you to believe the impossible, that nothing created everything, that blind, random chance produced the intricate order of the cosmos. But that's not science, it's blind faith. The Bible tells us, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Science itself confirms that order comes from intelligence. You don't see explosions creating Rolex watches, do you? No, behind every design, there's a designer. And the more we discover about the universe's incredible complexity, the more undeniable the master designer becomes. They call it abiogenesis, life arising from non-living matter, but it's a fairy tale for adults. Every experiment designed to prove it has failed. Life simply can't arise from non-life. Genesis 2 verse 7 tells us, God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. You see, life requires a life giver. It's a supernatural event, a miracle performed by the only one who can knit together a soul. Science can't explain it away because it's beyond the reach of test tubes and microscopes. Let's talk about DNA, the most sophisticated information storage system in the universe. It's a language, a code, more complex than any computer program ever written. Evolution says this marvel of engineering is just a product of chance. Psalm 139 verse 14 declares, I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. DNA is the fingerprint of the designer, a testament to his genius and care etched into every cell of our being. It screams of purpose, of intention, of a creator who loved us into existence. If evolution were true, the fossil record would be a beautiful tapestry of gradual change, wouldn't it? Instead, it's a graveyard of judgment. What we see are fully formed creatures appearing suddenly with no evolutionary ancestors. Where are the transitional forms, the missing links? They don't exist. The Bible speaks of a global flood, a catastrophic event that would have buried countless creatures, creating the very fossils evolutionists try to use against God's word. The evidence honestly screams of rapid burial, not slow, gradual change. Think about what evolution asks you to believe. That explosions can create order, that non-life can magically become alive, that random mutations can produce complex organs like the eye. These aren't scientific facts, they're leaps of faith, blind leaps into a dark abyss. Romans chapter 1 verse 22 says it plainly. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Evolution is a refusal to acknowledge God, a deliberate attempt to silence the truth that cries out from every corner of creation. If we're just evolved animals, products of chance and survival of the fittest, then what basis is there for morality? Why is murder wrong? Why is love good? Evolution provides no answers, only a chilling moral vacuum. The truth is, our very sense of right and wrong points to a moral lawgiver, a God who has written his law on our hearts. He is the anchor of justice, the source of love, the foundation of all that is good and true. Can you explain consciousness? Can you dissect a thought, bottle up love, or measure the weight of a soul? Of course not. These are not mere products of chemical reactions. They point to something far greater, something that, transcends the material. The Bible tells us we're made in God's image, and that image includes our soul, our spirit, our capacity for love, joy, and relationship with Him. We are not just highly evolved animals, we are eternal beings, created for a purpose that reaches far beyond this life. The battle over evolution isn't about evidence, it's about submission. It's about who's in control, who gets to set the rules. You see, if there's a God, then we're accountable to Him. And that's a truth many people would rather deny. John chapter 3 verse 19 tells us, "Men loved darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil." The denial of God is a moral rebellion, a desperate attempt to silence the voice of conscience and escape the consequences of sin. Make no mistake, evolution is a dangerous lie, a weapon in the enemy's hand. It robs man of his purpose, God of his glory, and reduces life to a meaningless cosmic accident. Psalm 14 verse 1 declares, "The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God." Don't be fooled. God is real, His word is true, and He offers you forgiveness, hope, and a life of purpose that no evolutionary theory can ever provide. The time for fence-sitting is over. The battle lines are drawn. Will you believe the lies of evolution or embrace the truth of God's word? Will you trust in chance and randomness? Or will you place your faith in the one who created the universe and everything in it? You were created in God's image, loved, valued, and made for eternity. Don't let the devil rob you of that truth. God is real, the Bible is true, Jesus is Lord, and evolution is a lie. Stand firm, speak boldly, fight for truth. Your eternity depends on it.